unveiling the odd and astonishing secrets of medieval Vikings. Vikings often repurposed the skulls of their enemies into drinking vessels, a grisly reminder of their prowess in battle. This practice symbolized victory and dominance, showcasing their ferocity to foes and allies alike. Cats held a sacred place in Viking society, believed to be favored by the goddess Freya, who is associated with love, beauty, and fertility. Vikings thought that honoring cats would please Freya and bring blessings. Contrary to popular depictions, Vikings never wore horned helmets. This myth likely stems from 19th century art and was not based on historical evidence. Authentic Viking helmets were conical, made from iron, and without horns. Vikings utilized skis not only for transportation during long, harsh winters, but also for recreation. Originating as a practical tool to navigate snowy landscapes, skiing also became a source of enjoyment and competition among them. The Viking Sun Compass, a remarkable navigation tool, allowed them to voyage across the seas even under overcast skies. This device demonstrated their advanced understanding of astronomy and navigation, crucial for their expeditions. Vikings were trailblazers in exploration, being the first Europeans to set foot in North America centuries before Columbus. They reached what is now called Newfoundland, establishing a settlement at Longso Meadows. Shield Maidens weren't just myths, they were real female warriors who fought alongside Viking men. Historical records and sagas mention these formidable women, indicating their active participation in raids and battles throughout the Viking Age. Contrary to popular belief, the iconic image of Vikings in horned helmets is a myth. Archaeological evidence shows no signs of such helmets being used in battle. Their actual war gear was both practical and effective, devoid of such impractical adornments. Vikings utilized a mysterious liquid to ignite fires, a concoction of fungus and urine. This mixture underwent a chemical reaction that allowed it to smolder rather than burn, making it a portable fire starter essential for their voyages. Their navigation skills were enhanced by the use of sunstones, a type of crystal that helped them locate the sun on cloudy days. This tool was vital for their extensive sea voyages, enabling them to traverse the North Atlantic with remarkable accuracy. The term Viking derives from the Old Norse word Vikingur, which refers to a pirate raid. This term underscores the Vikings' reputation for raiding and pillaging coastal communities across Europe and beyond. Vikings honored their deceased by burying them in boats, symbolizing a voyage to the afterlife. This practice reflects their belief in an afterlife where warriors would continue to thrive and be revered. The legendary Viking Berserkers, known for their ferocious behavior in battle, may have consumed hallucinogenic mushrooms to induce a trance-like state. This allowed them to fight with seemingly supernatural strength and fearlessness. Viking women enjoyed more autonomy compared to their counterparts in many other societies of the time. They could own property, initiate divorces, and actively manage their own affairs, showcasing a progressive view on women's rights. Hygiene was surprisingly important in Viking culture. They were among the first to manufacture a form of crude soap, which they used not just for cleanliness, but also for grooming, helping them maintain a more refined appearance than commonly portrayed. Vikings used runes as their unique writing system, a set of characters that held both linguistic and magical significance. These symbols were often carved into stone, wood, or metal, and were central to Norse culture. Their pantheon of gods was robust, with Odin, the god of wisdom and war, and Thor, the god of thunder, being particularly revered. Each deity had distinct narratives and attributes that influenced daily life and rituals. Holmgang was a Viking practice where disputes were settled through a ritualistic duel, ensuring that legal conflicts didn't escalate into feuds. This form of combat was both a test of bravery and a legal procedure. The design of Viking ships was revolutionary, enabling navigation of both high seas and shallow rivers. These sturdy yet flexible boats were crucial for exploration, trade, and warfare, symbolizing the Vikings' maritime prowess. Viking warriors often named their swords, believing these weapons possessed their own spirits. These swords were revered heirlooms, passed down through generations, and were as much a status symbol as they were tools of war. Viking warriors often found employment beyond their own lands, notably as the Varangian Guard. These elite mercenaries served the Byzantine emperors with fierce loyalty, their reputation for bravery and skill in battle well documented in historical texts. The use of makeup was not just for the women in Viking society. Viking men also wore kohl around their eyes, enhancing their appearance and perhaps intimidating their foes with their striking looks. Although known for their pillaging, Vikings were also prolific traders. Their extensive trade networks spanned from the coasts of North America to the markets of Asia, showcasing their ability to navigate vast and diverse territories. In Norse mythology, the giant wolf Fenrir is a prominent figure, foretold to bring about Ragnarok, the end of the world. This myth reflects the Vikings' deep connection to their gods and the natural world. Viking tattoos, often inked in dark, conspicuous patterns, were more than just body art. Made from natural materials, these tattoos likely served as symbols of status, protection, or allegiance to particular clans or gods. The Vikings were pioneers in establishing democratic principles in their governance. Their system allowed free men to participate in decision-making processes, ensuring a community-driven approach to leadership and rule. This inclusivity was quite advanced for its time. Vikings also engaged in early forms of skiing, using Skibladner. This not only served as practical transportation during the harsh winter months, but also played a significant role in their culture, manifesting in recreational activities and survival tactics. The concept of Weregild, introduced by the Vikings, was a significant legal innovation. It required offenders to pay compensation to the victims or their families, thereby avoiding ongoing feuds and promoting social harmony within their communities. Viking sagas, rich in mythology, also served a crucial role in documenting history and laws. These narratives, passed down through generations, preserved the traditions, legal systems, and cultural values, providing a window into Viking society and governance. Some Vikings chose a path of peaceful settlement, notably in regions like Normandy, France. Their influence is evident in the cultural melding seen in these areas, where Norse traditions interwove with local customs, enriching the local heritage.